Mario, once again, September 27, Saturday, 2025. This video is part six. It's going to be on mixing. And when you're dealing with helicopters, that employ two main rotor, tail rotor, you got to have some kind of a mix um, um, circuitry to blend the speed of the main rotor and tail motor. So that it's done through mixing. The tail motor has to follow the main motor, or you have to set your tail motor as your slave in your mixing of settings, and the main motor, which is connected to channel 3 in this case to the master. So the tail motor follows the main by a certain percentage. So as you're throttling up the main rotor, giving it some speed, the tail has to follow some percentage of that, so that you have a little more better control and balance. Of course, the gyro is there in between, also the tail end and the receiver, to also establish stabilization. So the mixing on the transmitter, you got to have a transmitter that has mixing. In the old days, I used to use these transmitters here. I still use them, by the way. Those have mixing features there that you can select a mixing feature where you can set, what channel do you want to set as your master, what channel do you want to set as the slave, or which one follows which one. And so that's done in the mixing, and then you can, fiddle with that just to get just the right percentages there, so that it's in balance. All you're doing is just trying to balance the main and the tail motor, so that it's easier to control. And that's done through the transmitter, in this case a programmable transmitter, via the mixing feature. In an all-in-one control system such as this one here, this is the Hirobo, by the way. If you haven't noticed, all-in-one control system mixing is done via these pots or potentiometers here, to balance the tail motor in reference to the main motor. That's done through these physical potentiometers here, so the mixing is on the board. Modern flight controllers, they have the mixing also, which is also programmable via, you have to link it to a computer. You have a software, that does all the settings for you, and you can tweak, your settings that way. But the old school days, I like the old school days because, it's a lot easier, a lot simpler. Very similar to why I like these flybars, old school, for stabilization. So that's mixing.